Whenever you want. Come in.
Hi.
Hi.
Nikki?
Yes.
Zach Steinert with Responders. How are you doing
I'm
today?
doing well. How are you?
Mind have a seat?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. All right. Well, before we get started, I just want to give you my business cards. That way, if you have any questions at the end of today's meeting, just feel free to reach out to me.
Okay.
But how's it been being in Orlando?
Not bad, not bad. Wish the weather was a little bit better, but
Yeah, it's been a little rainy over the past couple days, so you're not getting the full experience of what it's like to be here when it's nice and beautiful outside.
I was actually hoping to win the Disney World tickets, but after all the rain, I'm wondering if it's even worth it. But
Hey,
what are you gonna do?
it's the best day to go, is because no lines. So
that's a good point.
that's a good point. I did want to make the most of our time, so do I actually have about 15 minutes today?
Right around there, yeah.
Okay, awesome. So I've gone ahead and set up an agenda for us. What I'd love to do is learn a little bit more about Malia Veradero and just business operations on a day-to-day basis, and then we can go from there and see, how Stellantis can best fit into your business, and then we can just see what the next natural steps would be. How does that sound?
Sure.
Okay. So when it comes to making a decision like this, when you're considering purchasing a new ERP or any software for your business, what does that decision process look like, and what would be like kind of the steps that would be necessary for that?
It'll change a little bit with everything, but for this specific case, it's going to be obviously we're meeting today, and then if I feel comfortable enough about what Stellantis can offer, we'll go ahead and set up another meeting with Mr. Solterra where you guys will meet together.
Okay, so just to confirm with you, if you liked everything you see today, we can set up another meeting with your Mr. Solterra.
Right.
Okay, awesome. So let's get started then. How many employees do you currently have at your location?
22.
22?
Mm-hmm.
And how many are part-time and how many are full-time?
Including myself, we have 4 full-time, and then the rest are just part-time shifts, everything like that, stylists.
Gotcha. And how many customers do you typically see on a day-to-day basis?
That'll fluctuate too. So weekends, anywhere between maybe 20, 25. Weekdays, not quite as much, so maybe 15 to 20.
Okay. And what would be some goals that, for when you're switching over to a new software, an ERP software, what are some goals that you'd like to see getting out of that?
Overall goal is just more money, right? Whatever you can get me there from A to B the quickest and fastest, that's what I want.
So whatever is going to make you more profitable?
Right.
Okay. And what are you currently using right now to kind of help manage, your business and inventory, scheduling, all that kind of good stuff?
We actually have a mix. So a little bit of it's done by hand, and then some of it we actually just have like an Excel spreadsheet that everyone has to go on, and it's like Google Docs but for Excel. So we can all go in and make edits to it.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate that kind of mix of products?
Probably an 8.
An 8?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so there's still a little bit of room for improvement, you would say?
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think would make that a 10 for you?
Ideally, I want something that will grow with our company because I am trying to expand a little bit, and I'm just looking into the future. We don't want to stay where we're at. We always want to grow, and I'm wondering how much our current system is going to be able to do that for us. Secondly, something more secure. So, when you do it by hand, you have just an Excel spreadsheet out there on the internet. I don't know who can see it, but ideally, we're not letting anyone that we don't want having their eyes on that.
Completely understand.
And last, just again, it goes back to Excel and doing it by hand. There's errors that we run into and just problems and people typing in the wrong information or misreading something, and it just leads to problems for us.
And what kind of errors are we talking about here? We're talking about scheduling or?
Scheduling and inventory management.
Okay. So, firstly, you said something about it was, growing with your company. What kind of issues are you facing with, doing things by hand and doing things by spreadsheets that's stopping you from growing?
So, like I said, obviously it's an 8 right now, so it works for us right now, but I just imagine we're already running into these problems, right, where we have errors going into it, and if I can imagine more employees going in and going into the spreadsheet and typing it in, and more people having to go through the notebook that we track our inventory with, and it's just going to get to a point where I feel like it's going to get so cluttered and so jumbled that no one's going to be able to use it, and the system's going to break down. So I definitely want something that can handle all of it for us and just easily manage it, track it.
Okay, so it sounds like, more employees would equal kind of more problems? Do you foresee that kind of happening
Oh, yeah.
down the road?
Yeah, growing will almost hurt us with our current system, which, I mean, you hate to see that, so I'd like to change that.
And you talked about wanting to have something that was secure and that you're currently, concerned about the security of the Excel sheets that you do have. Have you faced any problems in the past with, anybody trying to steal that information or?
Well, I mean, we've had problems where, you have this person saying, oh, I was supposed to work this shift, and another person, oh, no, I wasn't, and I had this shift, and just conflicts about that. And you wonder, okay, well, who went in and made this change? Was it the program? What was it? So I just want a program that it's better at handling all of that, so where we know any change that's made, I mean, this person's working this shift, this person's scheduled at this time, and anything that's changed, you know about it.
So it sounds like it's kind of more of a mixture of wanting to see like who's making changes and,
right.
Okay.
And then even just with privileges of who can make the edits and who can't.
Okay.
Just administrative privileges in that sense.
How often do you experience something where that there are scheduling conflicts?
Probably every couple weeks. And every time you wonder, okay, well, was there a problem, or was it someone just realizing, oh, I want to do this shift instead of the other? So it's just not good for us.
And how do your employees feel about that, like when that does happen?
Not happy, right? So it's caused a lot of arguments between employees. I actually had to let an employee go a couple months ago because he got in a fight with someone else.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it wasn't fun, but
that sounds pretty intense.
Yeah. I got in between it too. Took a punch to the eyeball, but I was okay. I'm a trooper. But
well, I'm glad that you recovered from that. So, from what I understand today is that you want something that's going to be able to grow with your company, and that you kind of are experiencing or foresee, that if your business is going to grow and using the current system you have, that it's just going to create more problems down the road, and that you're wanting something that's going to be able to actually help you track about who's making edits and who's scheduling and who has authority over programs and over your Excel, or over some sort of ERP software. So if I was able to show you a product today that was able to handle all of that, would you be interested in seeing it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, awesome. All right, so with SalonBiz, we do have, it's a full ERP system that's going to be able to handle all aspects of your business. That's everything from e-commerce to point of sales to scheduling, which was a big portion of what you said. So with the scheduling aspect of it, you can see when your clients are scheduled to come in, as well as which stylist would be coming in specifically for that client. So if a client has like a specific customer that they want to, or like a specific stylist that they want to meet up with, and that stylist can come in during that time. So that way you're not having to overbook anybody, or you're not having too many stylists there, and you're minimizing the cost of how much you're having to expense for labor costs and things like that.
So I'm a little concerned with the security of all of this.
So I completely understand. Can you explain what kind of security features you are looking for within the system?
I mean, it just sounds like, this is all out there, right? It's where, we currently have that too, but we almost know what's going on with it because it's so simple. I don't know who's out there seeing this information, if they could come in and breach in. I just don't want that happening and just getting into the system.
Okay, so yeah, I completely understand that concern. I wouldn't want someone have access to my information as well. It's the kind of the bottom line here. So we take the utmost importance to our security here at SalonBiz. It's all cloud-based. We do constant backups of your information to our servers, so that way if you lose any of that information, you can easily just call us and contact us, and we can give it to you. And then we also do constant updates and kind of test the firewalls of our security systems and make sure that they're very strong and no one's going to get access to it. Does that answer that concern for you?
Yeah, it sounds like you're just making sure no one can get in. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you said you wanted something that was going to be able to grow with your company as well. So the beautiful thing about SalonBiz is that it's fully customizable to your business, and it's going to be able to really cater towards where you're currently at with how many employees you have, as well as to scale up when you do grow bigger. So do you see how having something that's fully customizable can really help your business grow?
Yeah, I definitely see that, but on that note, if I'm being honest with you, I just got done meeting with Salesforce too, and they seem to have everything that you offer, and they just blew me away. So how do you differentiate yourself?
I'm not feeling well. Can we pause it or stop it? Do whatever. Sorry.
I might have paused already, actually.
No, it's a good thing. Pause it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm not ready for stuff like that.
Yeah. As soon as I dropped it, I realized maybe that was the.
That's pretty.